was standing here, it mentioned the fact that leadership is not only about positions. Of course, I believe that quite a number of the students that are here, you occupy some important positions in your school. But you don't even have to have a position to be a leader. And that's what we're saying here. Leadership is a product of, first of all, self-development. Why is it important? Now, our dear students that are here, let me give you a scenario that you may not be familiar with, but I have a feeling happened. There was a day that they were looking for people to put certain positions in your school. Who will be the head boy? Who will be the head girl? Who will be the class rep? And some certain individuals sat together, or class monitor, or class captain. Their teachers, their lecturers, whoever they are, they sat together and they started to consider names. How about this person? No. How about this person? Yes. And then you find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people say yes. They tick the name. How about this other person? The person is good, but... And little by little, names are dropped, names are picked. Names are dropped, names are picked. Now, if you're standing here and you're occupying any position, I guarantee you that several names were considered. For whatever reason, you were picked and some other persons were dropped. What is one of the reasons they pick people and drop some others? It is responsibility. Who can do what we want to be done? Who has lived a life that is exemplary? Now imagine you have somebody who is always getting into arguments with classmates, maybe bullying people here and there. If they were writing names of those who are disturbing the class, the name will be in the top 3. That's also an achievement, actually. And the person is constantly getting into trouble. Then I'll say we're looking for the senior boy in the school, and the name comes up. You can just imagine what the reaction is going to be. Dr. Oshedi just came in. You're welcome, sir. Great to see you here. You can just imagine what the reaction will be. Why is the reaction that way? Because you see, whoever we choose as a leader, we see the person as an example that can be replicated among every other person. So pick the most troublesome boy or girl. Just picture the next 1 year, everybody acting like this. Is this the kind of person we want the entire school to emulate? You see, this is what leadership is about. But it does not begin with you being given a position. It begins with your life as a person. It begins with your training from home, how much you responded to it. So when we are looking for a leader, we look at your personal traits. We look at your personal responsibility, and it comes from self-development. So if you want to become a leader, start with yourself. How can I improve myself? You are looking for somebody who does well in class, passes very well. Why? Number one, if the student fails, and you make the student a leader, with the responsibility now, the student will fail more. And then if we are bringing somebody as an example for everybody else to follow, would we be able to say, the person that comes 32nd in a class of 32, please put your hands together for our new senior boy. And everybody will put their hands together and say, praise the Lord. No, now. Why? They look for perhaps the person that has the best result. Why? They want students to look up to someone. Is anybody following me? Yes. Are you understanding that? Very good. So as a result of developing yourself personally, you end up standing out. And because you are standing out, something gives us the feeling that if you can handle your own life, perhaps you can handle your class. If you can handle your class, maybe you can handle the entire school. And then we start to give you responsibilities. So it all begins with your personal life. And then it moves on. So that is basically the idea of leadership. So you now see that leadership does not begin the day you are appointed into a position. Because if you cannot manage your life without the position, you will not be able to manage your life once you have the position. Do you understand what I'm saying? Good. So leadership starts with you. Now let's move on to the next one and talk about communication. Communication simply is people sending and receiving messages with clarity. Now imagine this case. You are on the phone with someone and the person says, "Hello, how's your day going?" And you say, "Tomorrow." Did somebody hear me? You're on the phone. Somebody says, "Hello, how are you doing today?" And your response is, "Tomorrow." How does your response correspond with the question? It means that there is a gap somewhere. There is no clarity. There is a problem. If I say, "When are you coming